All right, so I had a question about the shifting, and I figured I'd try to do this. Let's see if I can adjust this a little bit more. So this transmission was purchased to get this shaft here, to replace the one that was in my bike originally, because when the engine failed, a piece got wedged in behind the clutch pack, which is held on by this nut right here, and it bent this shaft in this area right here. And I was going to use this shaft here to replace the other one, but I took this one apart, and this is the housing. This is the housing for the original transmission. You see the gear inside there. That gear drives driven on this down here. Let me move this out of the way. That is driven there. Now this bearing came out just a little bit when I took this apart, so there's a nut like the top one here on the bottom of that. So anyway, these are held in to the housing by these two cutouts. There's a plate that sits in there, and it locks it in place. And I noticed that this pin, you can see this pin's got wear on it. It was bent. This pin was bent, and this one slides easily, and these slide easily. But when I took this apart, this one would not come out. It would not come out of there. And when I finally did get it free, I looked at it, and there's your comparison. This one has wear marks on both sides over excessive heating. This is totally gone. It was like it was pinched in there sideways. Actually, it would have been sideways like this. So it was trying to be forced upward out of third gear. I think it got wedged in third gear. It was trying to be forced upward out of third gear, and this did not slide. And it bent this pin, and then from there it just went downhill. So is it the clutch fork's problem, or is it sliding? Is there not enough lubrication in here to slide this? So it's yeah, really, that's what happened with this transmission, and that's why this one failed, because this wouldn't slide when it needed to on these lobes. And if you know, these sit in here, and then whenever, see, I won't even go in there. That's how damaged that one is. You're supposed to just slip in real easy. Get this other one. It's supposed to just slip in there real easy and then travel along with no problem. This one here didn't even look like it wanted to go in. I think it got wedged in right there. There's a mark in there. But that's what happens. So that's the breakdown. If you want me to go into more detail on how this transmission comes apart, goes together, I can totally do that. This is just the real quick, down and dirty version of why, not really the root cause of why they fail, but what happens when they fail. Is it some other reason why this won't move, or is it this wears over time and then it causes a bind in there when it's trying to be forced too hard? Or so, yep, there you go.